Hey friends, how are you? I hope you're having a great day today. I would like to introduce you to this project. This is my drawing and watercolor painting a squirrel project that was designed especially for kids. You do not need to have any drawing or painting experience at all to be successful with this project. I will take you step by step through the entire process so you will feel comfortable at all times. I'd like to go over the supplies and the materials that you will need for this project. The first thing that you'll need is a piece of paper. I like to use a watercolor paper. If you do have that available to you, go ahead and use it. If you don't, that's okay. Just use what you have. You'll need some watercolor paints and a paintbrush. You'll need some clean water inside of a bowl or a cup. You'll need a paper towel. You will need a dark crayon or a dark oil pastel. I suggest having a piece of paper that you can do some color testing on. And then you will need a mat to make sure that your workspace is nice and tidy and clean. I hope that you enjoy this lesson. Let's get started. Alrighty friends, so let's get started on the drawing portion of our squirrel drawing and painting project. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my black oil pastel and I'm going to make a circle about a quarter of the way down my piece of paper. This is going to be my squirrel's head. I'm going to add some pretty small ears. Squirrels do have small ears. And then I'm going to work on the face here. My squirrel is going to have a little bit of an angry face. So I have his eyebrows here with his eyes here. Notice that the way that you put eyebrows will help with expression. Okay, so I just have a line and then I have my eyes. I want to make sure that they're pretty much the same size, so I need to make that one a little bit bigger. Get that little piece off there. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to make a little nose. It's going to be kind of a triangle shape and a little mouth and some little dots. If you want to make little whiskers, you can do that as well. And then now I'm going to work on his body. So for his arms, they're just going to come down like this. Come down. Whoopsie. My oil pastel just broke. That's very common with oil pastels. Because they're made out of oil, they're very soft. So I'm just making a swirly line here at the end. And I'm going to do the same with this one. Because this is a cartoon, it doesn't have to be realistic. All right, so I have two of his arms here. And then I think in one, I'm going to put a little acorn. All right. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the bottom part of his body, and that's just going to be an upside down letter C. And then I'm going to make some little feet here at the bottom on the side. And this is going to be a little oval shape right here. That's just his tummy. Okay, now when you think about a squirrel, you think about his tail, right? So we want to make a really big fluffy tail. So I'm going to start here at the top of his head, and I'm going to just make some curved lines like this that are connected to each other. And I'm going to come down. I'm going very slowly so I do my best work. And then it's going to hit his body right here at the elbow. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make another set of curved lines coming down, and it's going to hit his body a little bit lower like this. So it's super fluffy. All right, let's think about some things that we can put in the background. I think I'm going to just start with a line. Remember, when you're making lines, you don't go through your subject. You pick up your drawing utensil and then you come out the other side. I might make some more acorns down here at the bottom on the ground. Acorns are pretty easy to make. You just come down, you close up, and then you make a little cap on them, and don't forget the little stem. Okay, try another one right here. All right, now right here I'd like to make something as well. I think I'll make a little tree. And so I'm going to come up, and I'm going to come over like this. So it's a tree that's kind of going over his body. Now here I'm going to maybe go continue up and make a V here, come over like this. All right, that's just one branch of the tree that's kind of going over our squirrel. Do you see that? Now what you can do is you can add some leaves, which I think I'm going to do. Just add a little bit more detail. If there's something else that you'd like to make here, that would be fine as well. We can even make some really light lines like this, because as you know, in trees, you have those little lines in them. If you'd like to make some grass or some flowers down at the bottom, go ahead and do that. The point is that you can do whatever you want on your artwork. So go ahead and do that. Do that now before we start painting. Add any details that you like. If you'd like to put a little bird or something in there, go ahead and do that. If you'd like to add a snail down here at the bottom, go ahead and do that. This is your artwork, so you should be able to do what you want. I'm just giving you ideas. All right, friends, when we come back, we will start painting. Alrighty friends, in this video what we're going to do is we are going to be painting our squirrel. And I am going to paint my squirrel a grayish color. It's going to be a gray squirrel. And then I'll figure out the background after I paint my squirrel. So the way that you make a gray color is you add black to a whole bunch of water. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Before we start doing that, we're going to put a drop of water into each of our pans of paint. And what that will do is it will prepare our paints for painting. That's a tip that my 3rd grade teacher gave me to a long time ago. And I've remembered it because it's really helped me over the years. So add a drop of water to dissolve some of the paint and it'll be much easier to use. Okay, so to make some gray paint, what we do is into one of our wells, we put some water. I know this is hard for you to see on the video, but I'm putting water into one of my wells. And then I'm going to add a little bit of paint. Black paint is very, very powerful and strong. So we need to remember that unless we want it to be super dark, we need to add a lot of water to it. So that's what I'm doing right now. So mix up the paint and the water. And if you're not sure about the color, grab a piece of paper. I usually use little scraps of paper and I test the colors. And then I see if I like the color. So if it's a little bit too light, I add a little bit more black and then I retest. That's perfect to make sure that the color is what I am looking for. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to go all around here with my gray paint that I just made, and I am going to paint my whole entire squirrel. I'm going to try to stay inside the lines if I can. If I go a little bit outside of the lines, that's okay, no problem. But I'm going to try to stay inside the lines and not have my colors mix too much. Alrighty friends, so I'm back and you probably noticed that I haven't painted my tail yet because I want it to be lighter than the squirrel. So there's a difference between the color of the squirrel and the color of the tail. I'm also going to take off a little bit of these puddles of paint. I'm just holding my handy dandy paper towel over my squirrel and I'm touching in certain areas where I want to remove some of that paint because it's puddling a little. Some people like the puddles, and sometimes I do like the puddles and I keep the puddles, but sometimes I'm just going to pull them up. All right, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to add a little bit more water to this black, and it's going to make it a lot lighter. And let me test on my piece of paper. Oh, here it is. So that's pretty light. I think that's the color that I'm going to use for my squirrel's tail. I'm going to paint this and I'll be back in just a minute. Alrighty friends, so I'm finished with the tail. I also put a little bit of gray paint on the belly of my squirrel. The last thing I'm going to do for my actual squirrel is add just a tiny bit of black paint to his nose. Oh, I want it darker than that. There we go, perfect. Okay, so now that our squirrel is finished, when we come back, we will start painting the background. I'll see you back here in just a minute. Alrighty friends, so in this step what we're going to do is we're going to paint our background. I'd like you to think about the colors that you'd like to use. Sometimes I just go for it and I don't really think about it too much, but sometimes I do. In this project I'm going to kind of figure out the colors before I start painting. I know that I'd like the sky to be blue. I'd like the branches to be probably brown, and the leaves maybe a green color, and then the ground maybe brown, and these down here I think are going to be brown as well. So I might have this be green. I'm going to start up here at the top and then I'll work my way down. So I'm going to speed up my video, and again I am going to be making lighter shades of colors by adding more water, and then I'll add more paint if I want a darker shade of a color. I am going to try to stay in the lines here. If you go a little bit out of the lines, that's okay, no problem. That happens to me all the time. But I am going to try to stay inside the lines on this one. All right, friends, I will see you back here in just a minute. Alrighty friends, so I painted the details, and when we come back we are going to be working on the sky and the grass. So I'll see you back here in just a minute. Hey friends, so in this step what we're going to do is we are going to paint the sky and the grass. For the grass I've decided that I'm going to use green, but I'm also going to make it a little bit darker. Let me show you how I'm going to do that in case you'd like to do that as well. Remember, this is your artwork, so you get to do what you want, but this is just a suggestion. If you ever want to make a color darker, all you do is you add a tiny bit of black. Black is a very powerful color, so you have to make sure that you don't add too much, otherwise it will overtake any color that you're trying to make darker. So I have added a little bit of black here. Let's see. Oh yes, that's exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm going to start painting. Do you see how this color is different than this color? It's a little bit darker, but not too dark. You can still tell that it's green. So I'm going to be painting the grass this color, and then I'm going to be painting the sky a blue color. I'm going to speed up this video so you can either watch me or you can get started on your own art. So I'll see you back here in just a minute. Alrighty friends, I hope that you enjoyed this lesson. I'll see you next time.